Oh, I just can't get through to him. I don't know what's wrong with her. You've reached Talking with Dr. Terry, 180 Seconds to a Better You, message number 44. I'm Dr. Terry Wurzbacher, and this call goes out to Coach Clifford. Ever feel like this when someone you're coaching, teaching, leading, or even parenting? Leaders are busy, and they tend to expect people to act as they want them to. They think those who seem to be outliers are just not well disciplined or are troublemakers. And yes, it's important to teach everyone the value of being part of some team. To be an effective leader, you have to understand why this may be difficult for some. Every child develops what's called an internal working model, or IWM. That's a mental representation that governs their perception of themselves, others, and of the world. This model will also become their inner guidance system for making predictions about how interactions with people and life events are going to go. Just about everything we do is based on predictions, which is another survival mechanism. If we had to wait for new information to be accumulated and then analyzed, we'd be dead meat, literally. Look at prediction and internal working models like this. In the same way as we develop an internal working model that touching a hot frying pan will hurt us after being burned or while being burned, a child will develop a much more complex and life-shaping IWM about whether they can trust people based on how they are treated by their primary caregivers. This working model has been formed well before you come in contact with them. Because a person's life is dependent on interactions with their fellow human beings, the impact of someone's internal working model on their life can't be overstated. In addition to how they view others, a child's early life experiences determine their internal working model. Human beings are meaning-making machines. Our minds are constantly striving to make sense of our body's experience, but also to make sense of the world around us, to know why things are the way they are. When a child doesn't have their needs met, when they're in distress and their needs are abandoned or shamed, their mind must make sense of why they're being treated that way. So they say to themselves, this must be happening to me because I'm no good, something is wrong with me, and people don't like me. Their internal working model of themselves, which is also their identity, will reflect that they are unworthy, they don't matter, their needs don't matter, and they will have great difficulty speaking up or advocating for themselves because when they do, no one cares. When our IWM is organized around unworthiness, mistrust, fear of others, and when we view the world as a dangerous place, our nervous system is incapable of truly feeling safe. It employs coping patterns that keep it stuck and chronically dysregulated. This is the quote-unquote abnormal behavior you're seeing. Understanding this concept could help you deal more effectively with that person, and even if it does take a bit more effort, it will be worth it in the long run because he or she most likely does want to do an excellent job.